Good morning, everybody. I mentioned last week that I was going to be here this morning. I will be back at school this afternoon. So I just wanted to run through a couple of things before you guys get started for the day. First off, the warm-up for today, make sure that you guys do your warm-up on why gas prices are high, according to the video and the article that we looked at on Friday. Today you guys are going to look at options to lower gas prices. Tomorrow in class, if we need to go over some of those options again, so we'll do that tomorrow. And then we'll finish up with price ceilings and floors. Please remember that your Chapter 6 quiz is on Wednesday, which means that I will be picking up your warm-ups, your terms, your notes, and your quiz review. So make sure that those are all ready to go. You should have gotten your quiz review today. The sub should have given that to you. Anything else, remember, is in the wire basket over on the side counter. Thursday we'll be going back into the computer lab and working on our money skills, and then Friday will be a grade recovery day. I will talk about the warm-up tomorrow, so I'm going to wait on that until tomorrow. Today, what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to look at options on how to bring gas prices down. So each person in your group should choose one of the following options to read about, and then you're going to fill out the row on your options chart. And I'll show you the options chart in just a second. So everybody in your group should do a different article, a different option. So I have on the side counter, there are 6 different options. The price ceiling on gas, this is the idea of setting the price, say, for example, at $3, and the government says the price can't go any higher than $3. So there's an article that talks about this when this happened in the 1970s. There's another article about supporting alternative energy. What if we really encourage electric cars, for example? Would that be a better alternative? So there's an article about that. Some people suggest drilling for oil in the United States, drilling for oil in Alaska, and there's oil in North Dakota and in the Gulf of Mexico. Would that solve our problem? So there's an article on that. Encourage personal gas saving tips. And so what if we all just decrease our demand? What if we ride the bus more often, or walk, or ride our bike? What can we do to get better gas mileage for ourselves? The 5th one is tapping into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. I don't know if you remember, we mentioned this on Friday, but the government actually has a petroleum reserve where they buy up a whole bunch of gas and they save it for an emergency. The last time that they used it was last year when Libya was having issues, and we get some oil from Libya. And so when Libya was having problems internally, President Obama released some oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. But again, it's supposed to only be used in emergencies. So we have an article about whether or not that will happen. And then lastly, on Friday, we talked about oil speculators. Those are the people that buy up gas with the expectation that the price of gas is going to go up. So some politicians are suggesting, why don't we just punish those oil speculators, get rid of them, try and make it difficult for them to buy up oil. So there's an article about that. So like I said, each person in your group pick a different article, different topic that you want to read about. And then what you're going to do is I want you to get out your chart, or your paper that we had on Friday, the causes of high gas prices. So you filled out these 4 questions on Friday. If you flip it over on the back, there's this options for lowering gas prices. So what you need to do is that there are 3 columns. So once you read your article, you're going to explain what the option is. So for example, maybe it's drilling for oil in the United States. Okay, where do they want to drill? What do they want to do? Advantages to this option, why would that help? So the article will talk about some ideas on how it will help lower gas prices. Disadvantages to this option, what are the downsides of this option? Is it going to lower gas prices enough? So most of the articles are going to talk about some advantages and disadvantages. Now, it won't specifically say here's a pro, here's a con. You're going to have to read a bit. The other thing is that you may have to think about some of the impact. Okay, so once you actually have done your part, so you'll fill out your 1 row about your option, Once everybody in your group has filled out their one row about their option, then I want each member of the group to share with the rest of the group about their option. And so by the time you're done, you'll have 4 options about how to lower gas prices. And so what we'll talk about tomorrow is that whether or not you think that any of those options are a good, viable option on how to lower gas prices. All right, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood the directions on what you were supposed to be doing. I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a good day. Bye.